I'm Dr. Munshi. In this video, I will talk about minor oral surgical procedures in patients with coagulopathy. That means if a patient suffering from hemophilia, von Willebrand's disease, or patient is taking anticoagulant drugs like heparin, warfarin, etc. In these patients, how to treat? Should we stop the therapies or to continue? And what are the laboratory investigations we should prescribe? And also in this video, I will discuss about if a patient is taking antiplatelet drugs like aspirin and clopidogrel. So in this case, what to do? Should we stop the therapy or not? And what laboratory investigations we should prescribe? So this video is very important for general practitioners as well as oral surgeons. So first, what is coagulopathy? Disorder of hemostasis that produce a bleeding tendency. And this coagulopathy may result from failure of clot formation, failure of clot stabilization, or excessive activation of fibrinolysis. Often more than one process is involved. So it's a disorder of hemostasis that produce a bleeding tendency. In brief, what is mechanism of clotting? Whenever there is injury to blood vessels, there will be constriction. Vasoconstriction is there and platelet will gather around these broken vessels and it will cause platelet aggregation and formation of platelet plug. That is the first line formation of clot, you can say. And simultaneous, when this is happening, platelet plug and constriction, vasoconstriction, simultaneously there is a release of clotting factor and it will lead to, through different reactions and coagulation cascades, it will lead to formation of fibrin, and this fibrin strands, it will adhere to the earlier formed platelet plug and it will form insoluble clot, or it will cause maturation of the clot. So it is the mechanism of clotting in brief. Now what is the classification of coagulopathies? As I say, it may be hereditary like hemophilia A, factor 8 deficiency, B, factor 9 deficiency, hemophilia C, factor 11 deficiency, von Willebrand disease, von Willebrand factor deficiency, and other deficiencies as well leads to hereditary coagulopathies. Next is acquired anticoagulant related coagulopathies. If patient is taking heparin or coumarin, it will produce bleeding tendencies or coagulopathies. And if patient is suffering from liver disease, vitamin K deficiency, DIC, or fibrinolytic disorder, it will also lead to coagulopathy. Next, hemophilia. Hemophilia A, it's a deficiency in factor 8. Hemophilia B, it's deficiency in factor 9. And when the factor level is less than 1% of normal, it will cause severe hemophilia and the bleeding predispositions will be spontaneous bleeding. In case of oral cavity, spontaneous gum bleeding or mucosal bleeding. And this bleeding also includes bleeding into the joints, that is hemarthrosis, and muscles. Now factor level, the factor level is 1% to 5% of normal factor, then it is moderate hemophilia and the bleeding predispositions will be hemorrhage, that is secondary to trauma or surgery or occasionally spontaneous. And in case of factor level greater than 5% and less than 40% of normal, there is mild hemophilia, and here also hemorrhage secondary to trauma or surgery. So in case of a renal extraction patients, after extraction you will expect huge bleeding in case of moderate or mild hemophilia. But in case of severe hemophilia, you will easily diagnose before extraction that from spontaneous bleeding and all. And there will be, of course, history of hemophilia, history of bleeding, bruising, etc. So in average age of first joint bleeding for patients with severe hemophilia is 18 months. This is the information. Next, von Willebrand's disease is the most common inherited bleeding disorders. What are the function of von Willebrand factors? It has important role in primary hemostasis. It binds platelets, binds endothelial components, forms adhesive bridges between platelets and vascular subendothelial structures. It contributes to fibrin clot formations. So these many actions are there in case of von Willebrand factor. So in deficiency will affect all these states. Next, if a patient is taking antiplatelet drugs like aspirin, clopidogrel, these biodegradable, it inhibits platelet aggregations. If you remember the coagulation process, the first step was the platelet plug formation. So it inhibits the platelet plug formations or platelet aggregations by inhibiting COX-1 enzyme. And heparin, you can see these slides, the red circles, these steps are inhibited by heparin, and by this it leads to coagulopathies. Now, coumarin.